Welcome to Hari's Hobbies, the channel where we discuss the latest tech news and delve into the newest tech products. So, today we're taking a look at whether GPU prices will ever go up like they did a couple of months ago, and what the future of GPU prices looks like. But before we get into that, make sure to hit that subscribe button if you guys would like to stay updated with the latest tech news related to gaming and PCs. So, as you guys already know, the mining craze, along with inflated RAM prices, more demand, and stock shortages all combined together led to the crazy inflation of GPU prices for the last couple of months. Some cards were even several $100s over their MSRP. For example, the MSRP of the GTX 1080 Ti is $700. However, you could often find this card selling for over $1,200 on Amazon and eBay. And lower level cards were really no better. Most of them were overpriced by $100 to $200. And what makes it even worse is that this situation persisted for several months. In fact, for the RX 500 series, the issue started over a year ago and the issue still persists today. Fortunately, however, GPU prices have come down since then and many cards are actually even hitting MSRP. Even extreme examples have almost completely subsided. For example, the GTX 1080 Ti, which was $500 overpriced a couple months ago, is now only $35 over MSRP, which is still not good, but it is definitely a significant improvement. Many cards are getting to the lowest price that they have been offered this whole entire year. So as a result, I think that it is safe to conclude the GPU price inflation is finally drawing to a close. And all GPUs will reach MSRP or even beat MSRP in the next couple of weeks. So, finally, that's all over and we will never have to deal with any of that again. Right? Could that all happen all over again? Well, to fully answer that question, I think that it is important to analyze what caused the price inflation in the first place. So I think there were 4 key issues that caused the price inflation, or at least said to cause the price inflation. These issues are the mining craze, inflated RAM prices, extra demand, and not enough supply. So, let's start off with the easy ones. What is happening to demand? Well, demand is increasing every single day because more and more people are changing from console and going over to PC, especially because of the extra value that AMD has been offering for the past year, so it makes transitioning onto PC much more affordable for most people. So as a result, the demand for PC parts and GPUs just keeps increasing every single day. However, as long as there is enough stock, that wouldn't be an issue. So, how is AMD and Nvidia handling the stock issue? Well, the first time that the stock issue happened, many gamers were very angry at Nvidia and AMD for not doing anything about it. And while miners may provide Nvidia and AMD with great profits over a short period of time, gamers are definitely the long-term consumers of their products. As a result, it is safe to conclude that AMD and Nvidia both want to keep the market happy. And last time, Mr. Jensen Huang, who is the CEO of Nvidia, was actually very disappointed that they couldn't handle the stock issues better. So as a result, I think that it is safe to conclude that even if Nvidia and AMD don't have abundant stock to be able to provide for the demand, they will definitely handle another stock shortage in a much better manner. So next, what about RAM prices? Well, unfortunately, RAM prices are still really bad. However, if you guys haven't already noticed, the GTX 1080 has already broken MSRP, and the GTX 1060 is not far behind at only $10 over MSRP at $260 instead of $250. So as you guys can see, despite RAM prices being so inflated, GPU prices are actually still at MSRP. And this actually happened a few months ago too. For example, in November and December of last year, RAM prices were just as bad. But at that point, there wasn't as big of a demand for GPUs, and as a result, GPUs were still being offered for MSRP despite the RAM pricing situation. And considering that Nvidia and AMD are able to offer their GPUs for MSRP despite the RAM pricing situation, it is evident that RAM pricing doesn't affect the GPU market too much as to change the MSRP. So, finally, will there be another mining boom? Well, unfortunately, this is something that we cannot control, and if a mining boom does occur and the mining boom can take advantage of GPUs, then definitely GPU prices will once again be inflated. But what we can do is we can look back at what happened last time and see what resolved the issue. So there was 3 things that deterred miners from buying GPUs anymore. The first thing was the constantly decreasing prices of cryptocurrencies across the board. The second reason was a constantly increasing difficulty to mine cryptocurrencies. And finally, the third reason was the introduction of ASIC miners for popular cryptocurrencies like Ethereum. We can't control the price or the difficulty to mine cryptocurrencies. However, if this were to happen again, I am sure that ASIC miners will be introduced onto the scene at a much earlier time in the cryptocurrency mining boom. Because right now, as it has been proven, selling to miners can be very profitable and generate a lot of revenue in a very short period of time. So since this has been proven now, more businesses are willing to take advantage of this and try to capitalize on it. And as a result, we are more likely to see an ASIC miner earlier on in the cryptocurrency mining boom. So, will GPU prices go up as rapidly as it did last time? Well, first of all, demand is increasing every single day. However, now, AMD and Nvidia are much better prepared to handle such a situation. And as for RAM, while GPUs are fastly approaching MSRP or already hit MSRP despite the bad RAM pricing situation. And on top of this is pretty much the worst time period to buy RAM. So as a result, if GPUs can be offered at MSRP with the current given RAM pricing situation, then it is clear that RAM does not have too big of an effect on the pricing of GPUs. Finally, what if there is another mining boom? Well, first of all, Nvidia and AMD will be much more prepared to deal with this, and on top of this, ASIC miners will probably pop up at a much earlier time. So as a result, these two factors combined will make another GPU mining boom much less harmful for the consumers. And you have to remember that last time, a lot of things negatively worked together. The release of Ryzen brought in a lot more demand for PC parts and especially GPUs. Concurrently, RAM prices had already been increasing for a couple of months. Nvidia and AMD were unprepared, and finally, this was the first mining boom that we have seen. So as a result, such a combination is quite unlikely, and even if it does happen, Nvidia and AMD will be much more prepared and ASIC miners will pop up much quicker, and as a result, the prices will not be as inflated as they were last time. So, would such a bad situation occur one more time? Well, in my opinion, no. But what do you guys think? Do you guys think that Nvidia and AMD are still unprepared to handle such a situation? And how do you feel about GPU prices finally hitting MSRP? Make sure to comment down below what you guys think, because I do read all my comments and I'm curious as to what you guys think, so make sure to post your thoughts. Also, if you guys like this video, then make sure to drop a like and hit that subscribe button if you guys would like to see more videos just like this. But until next time, bye.